We're here with Chris. It is backstage, man. We're kicking off It's Not Dead Yet. Are you ready for this?
I am ready. I am ready.
Man, I mean, from the guys that put together the Warped Tour and all this,
Yeah.
we got a whole nother show. What did you hear when you heard about this festival? What did you think?
I immediately, the first thing that came to mind was how much flack Kevin Lyman gets for, the Warped Tour. All the old school fans of the Warped Tours from the 90s. Oh, why don't you have all the old school bands? It's like, well, you wouldn't probably come stand in a 110-degree parking lot from noon till 8 o'clock at night watching all those bands because you're 25 to 40 years old now. So this show is for those people that used to go see the shows in the 90s and early 2000s, and they want to live it for a day. So it's going to be huge.
Yeah, man. I see the people are streaming in.
Oh,
right
yeah.
and left, man. This place is going to be packed.
Yeah, no, I think they said something like 23,000 tickets pre-sold, so there are probably like 30,000 people here today.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are based in Florida?
Based in Florida, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, how many years you been with the band?
I'm 23.
23?
Yeah, 4 of us, we got 5 guys in the band. 4 of us have been there since the beginning.
Okay.
So it's the original band, and our sax
the Mount
player.
Rushmore of the band?
You got it. Our sax player has been with us for 15 years. He's the new guy.
Oh, he's the new guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've had the same band for most of our career.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what keeps it fresh for you?
Just the love of music, just the idea that we can still get out there, and there's still new territories that we're going to that we've never went to. We went to Russia for the first time last year, and there were fans.
You went to Russia?
Yeah.
Tell us about that experience. What you were expecting and what the reality versus the assumption was.
It's funny. Usually, when you try to assume things, it doesn't usually turn out how you think it was. And it was kind of what I thought it was going to be. We had kind of been told what we were going to do. We flew into Moscow. We had like a 2-hour drive. We had an hour flight to some smaller town, and then we went kind of by the border of the Ukraine where Crimea and all that stuff was going on. It was like 12 kilometers from all that craziness. But we were told by some people not to go, and we said, no, we're going. We're going to go play this festival, and I'm glad we did that. And it was insane. It was these little back roads. We got to this crazy hotel. It was considered a 5-star hotel, but it would be considered a 1-star hotel in the United States. But we kind of knew what it was going to be, and everything that happened, it was like, oh my God, this is exactly
the military presence.
Some of that, but the show was wild. I mean, there was people standing on people's shoulders, letting off flare guns. Yeah, I'm thinking, man, if one of these comes at outdoor show, probably 25,000 people. It was amazing.
So they're starved for the rock.
Starved for the rock, yeah. And you would have thought we were superstars there, or they had people had seen us before. It was remarkable.
That's amazing. How many shows you do over there?
We just did one. We just went over one for one festival. Yeah.
What other Eastern European countries you been to?
We really haven't. We want to get to Poland. The farthest we've gotten over, we went to Budapest. We were for the first time this last tour. We've been over there, and Croatia. We've been to Croatia and some of those, but some of the further ones, Ukraine and Russia, we'd like to get back over there some more.
And again, you find the audience very appreciative that you make the effort to come to their town.
Yeah, I mean, beyond appreciative.
Yeah.
And a lot of these places, it's like anything else. Young kids don't have money to begin with, and some of these places we go to are very poor, and they work their ass off to save up for a concert ticket, and they are elated to see you.
It's the event of the year for them.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Any other cultural differences? What was the food like in some of these places?
Oh God, I mean,
you're looking for the golden arches. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. But we've been touring long enough to where you kind of know where to go, and you have your good spots, and you know what to stay away from. And most of it was just trial and error. Oh, what's this pickle-looking thing in a bag? Oh, it's 3 a.m. I'm drunk and I'm hungry. Oh God, So next time you see the pickle thing in a bag, you don't get it.
Wow. Exactly. You learn and you try and blend in, learn a little bit about the culture. You're not there long, but I'm sure you guys are, you try and absorb and hopefully come back.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we've been to most of the other countries outside of the U.S. enough to where we, you pick up on the culture, you pick up on the language a little bit, and you try to say please and thank you in their native language, and just the common courtesy things.
You try and learn the hello, the greeting to give to the crowd.
Oh yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I know they go crazy. Even if it's one word, hello there. They're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
They went to the effort, even if you got to put it on a cue card.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Now, what are some of the territories you haven't been to yet that you want to get on the bucket list?
Yeah, we want to do like some Pacific Rim countries. Indonesia, China, Singapore, some of those places, Philippines.
Yeah, I just read Megadeth played a show in China this week, and they shut them down about halfway.
I saw that.
They go through the lyrics.
Yeah.
They stopped them before Holy Wars came on.
Yeah,
You don't argue
thing.
with them, man.
No.
They say the show's over. It's time to go.
Yeah. So, and I also, it would never happen, but I would love to be able to play a place like Iran or North Korea. Go in there for those people who are just starving for something different. And you know,
the diplomats kind of.
Yeah, I know it would probably never happen, but it'd be so cool to see the look on their faces of what we do. They'd be like, "What the hell is going on?" You know? Yeah, what the hell is going on? You know, like they've never seen. You know, well, with YouTube and things, of course, but it'd be a culture shock for us and them. It'd be cool.
I know YouTube has kind of opened the world. There's more territories checking out, more bands and audiences that might have been so small before you'd never think about playing, but YouTube's connected them, and there's a few hundred kids ready to go.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the reasons we can go around and play. I mean, we went to Panama City, Panama.
I graduated high school in Panama City.
No kidding.
1976, I graduated high school. I was just talking to somebody
in Panama City, Panama or Florida?
Panama City, Panama.
No kidding. Okay. Yeah.
I lived on the very last house on the west side. My backyard was the opening of the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But Panama City, I hear it's hopping. What was your experience like?
Well, again, it was, we went down there, and the same thing with South America. We went down there 3 years ago, and YouTube had been kicking around for close to a decade by that point or whatever, and you could tell. I mean, people knew our songs, they knew who we were, and without that, so there's the pros and cons of the whole internet thing and music and this and that. But for a band like us, there's a lot of territories we wouldn't be able to go if it wasn't for the internet.
Was that one show, or you do any other Central American shows?
No, we just did one there. That was it. Yeah, we were supposed to play Costa Rica, but something happened with the promoter or something.
Okay. So there's this kind of network of these independent promoters you deal with, and they come to you with offers?
Yeah, things like that, sure.
Okay, that's amazing stuff. Now, musically, what's going on with the band, and what are you pushing? What's the next step?
We've been touring a record called See the Light for about the last 2 years. It came out in 2013. This year we've been out since January 25th. I mean, we've probably been home a month cumulative since then. We've just been hitting it really hard. This is our second to last show of the year. We have one more show next week in Orlando, and that's it. And then we're going to start doing demos for the next record.
Okay. Now you're on Fat Wreck?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What's it like working with those guys?
We've known them forever. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's family. We did a record with them.
They're one of the few consistent labels out there.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the whole game has changed, so it's a lot different now. But
there's no whining and dining going on, but they know their distribution, and then they know the media and who to get it out to.
And that's what it's all about, just reaching an audience via social media outside of our social media connections. And when we got back with Fat, it helped us.
Sure. And what advice do you give to the young bands, the young people that want to do this? I know the business constantly changing, but what do you tell them as far as the kind of dedication it takes?
Well, every band I know that's been around the length of our band has been through numerous divorces and heartaches and different things, and there's a lot of sacrifice. So if you're going to make it, quote unquote, in a band and have a career, you have to be willing to put the band first, and that's what fucks everything else up.
Yeah. When they say it's either the band or me, well, nice knowing you.
There's another tour booked, and my ass has a plane seat. I'm sitting.
I'm married to 4 other guys.
Yeah, I'm sitting in 36G, and the plane's taking off. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not ready to retire and work at the Walmart.
Yeah, so I mean, there's. You have to be dedicated, and you have to find people that are as dedicated as you, and that's difficult. That's why one thing I'm proud of our band is we have the same core, 4 guys for 23 years, and like I said, our new guy is 15 years in at this point. So, but again, that's dedication, and we're all on the same page musically.
So you got to want it. You got to be dedicated to it, and you got to do something different. You just can't be that third-rate band that's already out there.
I mean, and just not everyone can bitch about their job, but the glamorous part of this lifestyle. Everybody knows the glamorous part, but they don't know of sleeping in the airport for 2 days in a row because flights were canceled, or this happened or that happened, and. But that's what like anything else.
You get to the gig and the promoter didn't show up,
or whatever. There's a million. We've had it all happen.
Yeah. You get to the hotel and they're like, we don't have your name down anywhere.
Sure.
It's amazing stuff. Well, we appreciate your time. I know you guys are going to rock the hell out of this stage. Thanks so much for being part of this inaugural It's Not Dead Yet.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks,